Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to 20 Sides to Every Story. We are continuing here tonight our seventh episode of The Wild Beyond the Witchlight, and there's going to be some bullywug political intrigue about to happen imminently. So, if you're just stopping in to see us for the first time, thanks for joining us. Hey, Kenna, thanks for stopping by. Hope you're able to catch up on any of the previous episodes, and we'll get you set up here. We'll let you know what's going on. Basically, our five characters here have come to this Fey realm of Prismere looking for some lost items that had gone missing some 8 years ago, the last time that they were all in attendance at the Witchlight Carnival. They've since learned that those responsible for their missing items, they didn't just drop them, or it wasn't random chance that led to them losing their things. It was actually a coven of hags that were responsible. And so they've come here to Prismere in hopes of maybe confronting these hags, trying to negotiate with them or cut a deal with them to try to get their things back. And that is kind of the backstory. The more immediate situation that we are about to enter into is that they have come here to a place called Downfall, a small village occupied by the frog-like bullywug creatures that are sort of highfalutin, very high society. They dress in there's lots of frilly things, lots of lace, lots of silk, and they all sort of live here in this sort of noble royal like society, high society here for bullywugs. But there's the reason that they came here is that because this is where one of the hags lives. The locals here call her Slackjawed Lorna. Her formal name is Bev Lorna, and she sort of lords over these bullywugs and has them living in fear. And they have a very active assassination kind of routine going on here. The king, the current king, uh, he's only been like, what did I say? He's been around for what, a couple days, 2 days,
Yeah, not
two
long at all.
2 days. He's been in
Maybe
charge, and
maybe 3
apparently,
days now.
yeah, he's probably on day three now. So, and this is a long reign. We've come to understand that the monarchs here don't last so long. So he's doing pretty good. Um, and so his name is Gullop the 19th. And he has, I would say, been pretty welcoming of the characters. Invited them to join the Soggy Court and live like royalty right along with him in his court. Gave you a place to stay. Also, he gave you a task to do. He gave you a book that he accidentally, it would seem, came upon. A book that he purchased from some shady merchants on the edge of town that you all also have some business with. But after purchasing the book, realized that it belonged to Bavlorna, and this is he's very much concerned about the optics of that and what Bavlorna might think about the fact that he has this book that's essentially a private diary of all the people that she hates. Lots of kind of incriminating stuff in there, probably for her, and so definitely not something that it would seem that she would likely want in the hands of one of these bullywugs. Um, but you've also come to understand and identify one of the key conspirators in the Bullywug village that is looking to assassinate said king. One of the Bullywugs who goes by the name of Illig, the Baron of Muckstump, and he kind of invited you in. It looked like you kind of stumbled in on his home You'd actually gotten an invitation to come meet with him, and so you talked with him for a bit. It looked like he was trying to get your stamp of approval on his plan. Um, I think he went kind of halvesies on it. Like it seemed like maybe y'all didn't. You didn't say no. There's maybe a little bit of pushback on it, but ultimately, he's going through with it, and it seems like this plot could be happening any moment now. And actually, in the present moment, as you are making your way, maybe to watch, I'm not sure what the intention is, but either way, the five of you, and you picked up your buddy, the elf, the depressed elf. Um, what was his name? Octavius, I think. Octavian.
Ian.
Yeah.
He's tagging along too. He's always in the mood for a tragedy, and so he seemed reasonably interested in watching this play out. And so you are coming upon the gazebo where His Royal Majesty Gullop the 19th holds court. It is a grand marble gazebo that stands kind of on this little island. You're walking kind of single file down this little land bridge that connects to it, but basically this raised up mound of muck that rises up out of the lake, and he is sitting upon like a rather large cushion. Sort of a flabby looking bullywug. He's wearing a crown of woven lily flowers that sits on his head. And he seems like he's entertaining his guests. All these bullywugs are kind of sitting around him. He's engaging in a bit of storytelling as you arrive. And he says, yes, have I ever told you lots about the time that I became king? I remember it like it was yesterday. It was 3 days ago, when I defeated my opponent, the former King Mullub the 16th, in hand-to-hand combat. You see, I challenged him. I said, Mullub, your 8 hours is up. And so it comes to this. We will see each other at the proving grounds. And he accepted because, for how lousy his 8 hours of reign was, he was an honorable bullywug. Let us remember that. Let's not speak ill of the dead. I think, and if you want his side of the story, you can just go ask him. His head is just over there, not far. And he points over
you
to
had his head over there?
he points out to the east, and like through the mist, like it's really foggy around here. You do see that it looks like there's what you can imagine. It's kind of like these little silhouettes, but little like stakes that are protruding up from the water with little spherical objects that could be heads. And he continues on with his story and says, "Yes, we agreed no weapons at all. We wanted to fight it out with our webbed fists, and but we did add a stipulation. There would in the middle of the proving grounds, we put a big vat of bubbling hot oil." And as we fought, as he rested, he almost overpowered me. He backed me up against it, and I could see my head was bending back just inches away from this hot oil. He was going to boil me alive, but I managed to grab him by the back of his neck and rip him off, and I suplexed him. Yes, I dunked him straight in and boiled him alive. Isn't that a good story? And all of the bullywugs are like, oh, wow. And they're clapping and clapping and clapping. And King Gullop sees you all kind of over there by the land bridge. He says, "Oh, honored guests, come. I have business with you, please. Come right this way. Make room for them." And he sort of gestures for the crowd to kind of part so that you can maybe enter into the circle. And of course, in the background, you do see the Baron of Muckstump is he's got a dagger in his hands, and he's he's fainting a little bit like forward, like he's trying to figure out like how to like maybe like throw his weight whenever he falls. He's sort of
He's
hoping to make this look like an accident, like he's gonna drive this dagger into him, but doesn't really. It seems like he's skittish. He doesn't really want it to look like an overt thing. He's just hoping like quick accidental death, and then he becomes king. Apparently, that's the custom. You kill him, you get his crown.
Maple got
And
completely enthralled in the story, and at the end, she like went up about a foot. Her wings and her hands were clapping. She's completely forgot about the assassination as she approaches.
and the guy's prepping the assassination with the dagger out. He's
Yeah,
just standing there with the
he's
dagger ready.
he's very much in the background, and like nobody's really like the guards aren't really looking at him. Everyone's just like kind of enthralled in the story. Their attention is on King Gullop.
Mhm.
He's not really like big. I don't know. He kind of looks like, to anybody else, maybe he just kind of looks like an eccentric playing around with a dagger. But you all know, like, he's told you his plan, so you know that there's
Mhm.
actually a goal in mind.
I want to look back to at Octavian and see did the tale of trial by combat spark anything in his goat heart?
No, he doesn't seem like he's paying attention. His attention is forward, but he's just expressionless. Just that sullen look that he's the same sullen look that he's been wearing this entire time.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna follow the rest of the group.
King Gullop looks to Shion and he says, what of the book? Have you made the delivery yet? Are you back in the good graces of Bavlorna?
Not just yet, but we certainly will be delivering that soon.
Oh,
We
good.
got waylaid for a moment.
Oh, I am sorry to hear it. But I am very happy to see you here. It may be that I have another task for my knights.
Oh, what might that be? We
Well,
should talk somewhere over here. I just dared to come over by us, maybe,
over
so as to
where?
take him away from Gillig.
You wish for me to get up and leave my cushy place of sitting here? This is my
You
throne.
don't have to leave it; just move it a little bit.
But
Maybe just a little over.
but what if somebody takes my seat? There's no, you move your feet. You know what they say, right?
Take your seat with you.
Can't you just call dibs on it?
I could try that.
Yeah, it's a lot of people respect the dibs, especially if you touch your nose.
Oh,
Call it.
is that how that works? Okay. He touches his nose, and then he like grabs the cushions like underneath him and just like presses them up against his rear and kind of waddles over towards
Perfect. Yep, that's perfect.
you.
He
And
didn't
he's just
say
like,
dibs.
you see Snoodle, his tiny little miniature alligator there, kind of like looks up and he's like, "Oh, down Snoodle, it's okay. Papa's just going over this way to go talk with these fine folk over here. I don't know.
Your
I don't
Majesty.
know. It's their way. I don't know."
Your Majesty, you have to say dibs.
Dibs! You all heard it.
Okay, you're good.
Perfect.
You all heard it. Yes. Okay. So,
Good job, Maple.
Long live the king.
Now then, yes, we can talk here. I suggest we circle around him. We should circle around him.
Sure. Why are we okay?
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, I haven't
Okay.
really made my mind up yet, but yeah.
Sure.
Alright, we'll go ahead and
Shion-
circle him.
If Shion
Yes.
thinks this is the thing to do, I'll circle
Yeah.
around him.
Perfect.
All the other bullywugs are kind of looking at each other, confused. The knights that are in the breastplate and plumed hats and whatnot, they're looking all at one another, and they all start to kind of approach. It looks like they're looking to maybe kind of join ranks with you to form this
Perfect.
protective circle. So there's
Great.
mm,
Alex, do you mind sharing the map?
oh
Yes.
yeah. There's
Okay.
maybe 5 of them.
Oh.
Okay.
5 knights that kind of join with you, and
Perfect.
the king just kind of looks to you and he's like, "Is this some sort of game that we're playing?"
Yes.
You could say that it was going to be game, but hopefully we're diverting that for now. So, what else did you need to talk with us about?
Oh, well, I have a job for you, a quest, a royal quest. You heard about all of the bad things that happened a few days ago under my watch, right? With the
Yes.
balloon, the stealing, the, Bavlorna revolutionaries or whatnot. They're all just trying to make me look bad. Well, it seems they caused quite a bit of damage when they did all of that. We have sort of I guess you could call it a factory where we manufacture such balloons and things like that, and we were just about to complete one when those 2 bullywug rapscallions and that Sir Tolliver, they apparently felt that they needed to create some kind of a diversion, and so somehow they acquired some, I don't know, I guess almost seems like a living flame of sorts that kind of bounces around and caused all sorts of mayhem up there in the factory. And the Duke Ikrind is having a bit of problem putting out the flame indefinitely. He just needs some extra hands, I think.
That's probably something we can assist with, or at least take a look at.
Oh, good. I was hoping you'd say that.
Is that
on.
something we need to do now?
Well, he's probably getting quite tired. He's been fighting this fire for at least 48 hours now, so he could use some relief.
Oh, yeah, I suppose that sounds like a good idea. Whatever happens here, kind of happens here while we're there.
Yeah.
Oh, is something going to happen here?
Oh, I mean, just
You
we're
might
just
miss.
kind of anxious to see if you get your seat back because you called dibs. Just
I have it right
curious if
here.
bullywugs.
I carried
Oh,
the
yeah.
seat with
Oh,
me,
good.
like you suggested.
That's good.
Great idea.
Perfect.
Yeah, all this.
Some solid dibs.
Clever. I can
All
see
this.
your reign lasting at least a few more days.
Yeah.
Well, with
Longest
you,
known, right?
longest, yes. I'm hoping so.
Just some advice while we're away. Watch your back.
Oh,
How do I do that?
also wash it, because cleanliness is important.
Right.
It is
Have your
true.
knight assist.
A good king is a cleanly king.
Watch my back and wash my back.
It's easy
Perfect.
because they sound so similar.
I might be able to do both at the same time. I could look at my back in a reflection of sorts, maybe. I don't know how that would work, but I'll give it a
Oh.
try. This is some outside
Yeah.
wisdom that you have bestowed upon me. I will write it in a
Absolutely.
book.
Perfect.
Pass
Proverbs.
it down for years to come.
If
weeks.
someone, I have a
They
question,
have yours.
Your Majesty. If you had someone, an heir, no, maybe not an heir, but someone you had in mind that you would want to take the throne once you're gone, who would it be?
Come again? Somebody.
I'm just asking if you have someone in mind that,
to
you
rule
know.
when I'm
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
Like a child, do you have an heir, like a child or a cousin?
Childless.
long lost, maybe cousin or something.
Well, if they're lost, I don't know. I might.
Touche.
That would be exciting. I guess I haven't really thought about it. Oh,
It's always good to, just think about
Never too early to plan for the future.
the end
I
Interest
guess
you in buying some life
of your reign.
insurance.
I maybe I would name um Vlank. He's the one that takes care of my mount.
Oh,
You know,
Oh.
a reign of the common people. Maybe that could be interesting for a change.
He is a noble sacrifice.
Yeah, he does that very well.
that's nice.
He
Wow,
sounds
yeah.
like a good fit. I,
Done. Let's go fight the fire or whatever it is that we need to go do. Luck.
yeah.
Good
Yeah.
luck.
Have
Luck
fun
with the
here.
storytelling.
I
He's
hope
a
to
s-
see you again.
Nothing suspicious happening here. Bye.
Goodbye.
There's a
Uh,
fire at a balloon factory? How are we not
which
already
way
Does-
to
there?
which way to the
Does
balloon
Fabian
factory?
stay or does he come with us?
Octavian?
Yeah.
Um,
I think he wants to see what happens, from what I understand.
yeah, he's just looking at you all and he's like, nothing happened yet. Why would I leave?
Okay.
Yeah,
uh,
Fair.
that's fair.
Keon.
Can you come get us as soon as something does happen, like once it's done, once you're done watching it?
I don't
Just
know.
fill us in. Maybe sing it to us in a song.
I'll try. Let's sing.
That's
I
the
know.
spirit.
Perfect.
Yeah. I'll try.
I think if I maybe my Keon, did you want to stop this or no? If you wanted to stop it, I was kind of indifferent. If you felt that way, we should stop it.
I mean, we can't stay here.
I feel he should at least be aware, which is why I told him to watch his back and keep his guards
Yeah.
with him. I think whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen regardless.
I mean,
Okay.
if we just straight up tell him what's gonna happen,
Don't
though,
feel
he'll
bad now.
definitely.
I don't know, I kind of think of the same thing. Like, why are we like stepping around the bush? Maybe we should say something, but at the same time, like, we've been
Is it really
entrusted.
our place? You know, is it our
I
place
know.
It
to
could be.
involve
That's what
ourselves
I've
in
been struggling
Bullywug
with.
I'm assuming
politics?
you walked a bit away when you had
Yes,
this conversation.
yes.
Right,
He's
yeah,
just sitting
yeah.
there
Oh,
like,
we're having it right in
Fair.
front
I,
of him.
s-
We're-
I
we're
still
on our
don't
way
know
to
what
the
you guys
food
are talking
factory.
about.
Can I go over to the other guy, the guy with the dagger?
Yeah, he's over like in the corner here.
Can I walk over?
Yep. And he's just like, no, that's not right either. Maybe if it was just a little bit longer, it would work better.
Hey, buddy.
Hello. Have you changed your mind? Are you gonna help me? Maybe you could give me a little push or a trip as I walk past. You got real close to him over there.
Yeah, you trust us.
That's good. Let's use that. It's
This
always
is-
easier to kill people that trust you.
Should I practice right now and try to push just to see?
I don't think we don't have time for practice. Let's just go for
Are you
it.
sure?
Let's just go for it. Come on, man. Let's do this. You and me. You'll be my right-hand man.
Okay, I'll help you.
All right. Okay, ready?
All right.
He starts to like walk over there near the king. And he's like walking in front of you.
All right.
He's got like his dagger in his hand. As he moseys on over there. And he like gets to like right before the king.
Okay,
And he,
I'm gonna
like, looks
go
back at
now.
you.
Okay, I'm gonna go now. Okay, and I'm gonna push him the opposite way and say, "Why do you have a?" I'm gonna just push him the opposite way, and away from the king.
All
And
right.
push.
Make a strength athletics check at advantage.
Uh-oh. Okay. Here we go. Oh.
All right. This seems like I kind of want to push against this. I'll use one of my DM rerolls just to see if I can do better.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Oh,
Would
well
you like to
played,
use a
reroll.
reroll?
I guess I have to.
You might as well. We have so many.
Here we go. It's not going to be good.
You got this. You got this.
No.
No, I
Oh.
don't.
So you go to shove him like the opposite way. But then like as you do, he kind of grabs hold of you and
Hey, man!
like,
What are you doing?
shoves you down to the ground and you go face forward in the
Ow!
muck. And the king and all the guards like look forward.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What is that in your hand? Help!
It's a dagger. And then he goes and he like throws it. He like hurls it right at the king's face.
He does.
Help!
Do I have?
It's
Oh.
a dagger.
I'm just gonna roll a d20. Oh, but kind of in the performance of it, and also like he's a little rattled that you just like betrayed him. He just like totally whiffs it. It just goes flying way overhead. He's damn it!
Told you.
I am usurping your power, King. Stand down.
Should have practiced.
And
Yeah,
the
head over to Lim. Like, is he actually going to keep going through with this? I mean, is this a thing?
Is someone going to help me out? I just saved the king.
all of the 5 knights that were around, they've all got these pole arms, these glaives, and they all like lower them down. Seems like they're going to defend their king, but then amongst the bullywug commoners here, there's like 5 of them that pull out weapons and like are like kind of equally matched, and there's about to be like a bloody revolution that's about to go down.
Yeah.
Wait, everybody, wait.
Hold on,
Wait.
I need help up first.
I gotta
First
help
of all,
her up.
I moved
says-
Shion to defend her, make sure nothing else. We're good. As long as nothing happens, we're good.
But how about we let cooler heads prevail here? We talk about it instead of fighting. Oh, yes. Come on. Well, how about we do like the trial by combat thing again, so everybody else doesn't die. You know, just the 2 of you, Illig and King Gullup the 19th.
Illig is thinking about it, and you can see the king is thinking about it. Give me a persuasion check.
Ooh, that was a good one. You got it.
There is 1 reroll left if you wanted to use it.
Team, do I want to try to re-roll that?
Go for it. I
Yes.
think we have a lot of them. I think so.
Alex
think
said we had
just
one
one
left.
Just 1 left.
Oh. I'm sure we'll get more.
I'm sure
I
we'll
don't
get
know.
more.
Use it.
Take
I
away
think
the
it's
safety net.
I think it's important not to have a lot of violence amongst the bullywugs, otherwise Larna might be mad at us. So I will re-roll one more time.
That's fair.
I did better.
All right.
I
You can
won.
see they aren't totally convinced, but they do like kind of stop. Like they're all looking at you. You've got their attention at least right now, and the king, he looks at you and he says, "Can we have hot oil?" Or
I'm sure
Hot oil, hot
That's
oil,
tried.
hot oil.
Well, there
I'm
needs
trying
to
to get
be
the bullywugs
you got a maybe a more interesting stipulation?
What if we put the cauldron of hot oil on top of the eternal flame that's burning down the balloon factory?
Wait,
The
Ooh.
trial by combat's in the balloon factory. You have to dodge the
Right?
living
I
flame.
mean, change a setting a little bit. Balloons, fire, hot oil, cauldrons.
I don't
Oh,
think
man,
Bavlorna
I'm
wouldn't
almost
like it.
excited.
She wouldn't like it.
Oh, okay. Okay, so no cauldrons on eternal flames in the balloon factory.
that sounded like a great idea.
Okay, I thought
Yeah.
I was actually really starting to get excited about that. What if
Thumb
did it
wrestling.
what if we did it in an air balloon though? You just
Wrestling
one
with
had
a
to throw
tiny
the
thumb
other
dagger.
out.
Okay. So you put the two of us in an air balloon. Whoever can throw the other one out is the king.
It's like wrestling but with higher stakes because
You are higher. So the
It
stakes
seems
are
like
higher.
they're thinking about that. Give another persuasion check.
That's a good one. Yeah, and don't use sandbags. Just go up.
Just keep going up and up.
Oh, come
Ooh,
on. We're
it's
doing
floating
air balloon
away.
wrestling.
The Baron of Muckstump says, "Come on, King, that's a badass idea. Let's go. One of us, two of us goes up, one of us comes down, and that's the
No
loser."
sandbags.
I
No
mean,
s-
both of them will
well-
come down.
We need
And the other
No.
one comes down later as well.
Later.
Yeah,
but
one
a
comes down
while.
alive, and the other
Get
one
one
doesn't.
down wins. I
Okay.
hear that very often.
Well, in order for this to work, we need to have a functioning swamp gas balloon. The only
well,
one
I
that's
guess
left
we're
is out
just
of
gonna-
commission.
Guess we're just gonna have
Oh.
to work together as a community to rebuild the factory and the balloons. Weird.
Unity.
Hey, did you
This
plan
might take
that?
a long time. You sure
That's
want to do
the
that?
point.
Oh,
It has already been agreed upon that this is the method of usurpation.
Can't go back on it now.
It's happening.
We have. Yeah, so let's go fix the factory together.
Let's go put that fire
Yeah.
out.
everyone? Let's do it.
Every
Can someone help me out?
Everybody can help.
okay,
Would help
okay,
me
help.
Keep another girl the whole time.
Gonna help
So
her up.
your hope is to lead all these bullywugs out over to the factory?
Yep.
I think he's
Yep.
got a chance.
Okay.
Hoping that maybe we can all work together to a common goal for a little bit. Maybe we won't need rebellion, but we'll see.
The
Could
king
still just be
says
really fun to watch people fall off balloons later.
The king says, "All right. Well, I have to get myself into the mental state for this. I'm sure, Illig, you do as well." And he nods. Yes. Okay. But we do need a functioning air balloon. We need this eternal flame put out. So everyone, do as Arlo says, and make sure that we have a functioning swamp gas balloon for tonight's main event, and we shall see who the true king of the Bullywugs is. And they seem to both kind of nod at each other, and then they kind of the king goes back to like the center of the mound here, and Illig he heads off. He jumps out into the lake down this way with a few of his co-conspirators, and it seems that they're kind of separating each other for the time being. And there's just like a ton of fancily dressed bullywugs about, kind of looking at you all. They're all standing kind of like aimless. They're looking to you to like kind of direct their destinies.
Come along, let's go put out a fire
Diversion.
together.
To the factory.
Octavian
way's
just
the
shakes
balloon
his
back?
head, and he's gone. He's like, this fucking sucks.
Come back tonight, Octavian.
So, you've got this big group. You're gonna head over in the direction that you're told that this factory is.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Try to get everyone to pitch in.
So, you all begin to cross, probably single file across this flat wood plank bridge that connects the royal court, I suppose, to another aisle on the western side, where you can see there's kind of the silhouette of a um, sort of two tiered building, or 2-floor building. And you can see as you're crossing across the wooden bridge here, off to your right as you're walking, there are a number of bullywug heads on wooden spikes. And they're all kind of
Wow.
like moving a little bit and chattering, and talking with one another. And
Wait.
at the center of the bridge, up ahead, like in the middle, there's a small figure that is sitting, with his feet dangling over the bridge. He seems to be talking to himself in sort of a bemoaned voice. And the bullywug heads are kind of protesting, I guess. They're squawking about, and they say, "What? I couldn't even hear what he said. What did he say? Did you hear him?" And another one says, "No, I can't hear him. He mumbles. He's a mumbler, this guy." And here is an image of the fellow that you're looking at, who's just sitting on the edge of the
What?
bridge.
Is this what's his face? The claw guy that we were supposed to find, that the person at the inn told us about.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what
So
was his name?
forlorn.
Clapperclaw.
hard.
Is this Clapperclaw?
Sure looks
Huh.
like it.
It is Clapperclaw.
Clapperclaw's shirt.
That's pretty
And
cool.
He's his little clippers, clip, 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 and you just hear him. Oh, jeez. Oh, and then you just hear him like kind of mumbling, and then, blah 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 blah. But you can't really like make out what he's saying.
Good day, sir. Person. Good day.
So you see, there's like this gourd that's on the top of his body, and it like kind of moves and like seems a little perky, and you just, I don't know, you don't really, there's no face or anything on it, but you got the sense that he's acknowledging you, and he says, "Oh, hi.
So who are you?
Oh, you can call me Clapperclaw.
Hello, Clapperclaw. I am Arlo.
Hi, Arlo. It's nice to meet you."
This is Fish. This is Lim. This is Shion, and that's Maple.
Hey,
Maple has
Hi.
wings.
Oh, I like your
Wings?
wings.
thanks. Are those dead frog heads talking?
Oh, yeah, they talk sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, they're
Please,
the,
please.
the whole. It's I understand that these guys here, they're all the kings, the former kings and queens of the Soggy Court. This one's name is Malab the 16th, and I think this one over here is Grumple and Bluff and Splop. Yeah, they're cool. They keep me company.
Why are they moving?
That's a
Able to talk?
weird question. Oh,
I thought when things heads came off, they didn't do that
no.
anymore.
See, and he grabs the gourd and he pulls it off his head. See, I can
Yep.
still talk, and
Yeah.
I don't even have a head, man.
Oh.
I don't even have a head. This is just a gourd. It was between this and a withered piece of cabbage.
Right. Good choice.
Where's your head? Where's your head? Do you ever have a head?
Well, I used to have a really cool head.
Really?
What
It
was
was
your
cool.
head?
It was really cool. It was
Was
it-
it like a shrimp or or like a crab? No.
no, it was like a stag, like with antlers, and like
Oh.
it looked really badass. It was really cool. I miss
That sounds
it.
pretty cool.
What
That
happened?
sounds really cool. Yeah,
Oh,
what
it's-
happened?
These guys, these punks, they stole it from me.
Who?
This guy, I don't know. His name is Agden, Longscarf. and they were real
Go
mean to me.
jerks.
They
That guy,
called me names.
he
You
is.
met him too? Did he steal something from you? Your head's a real head. It looks like. That's
Yeah,
good.
he didn't take our heads. What happened was he took some stuff from our friend Vish, though, didn't he?
And
She
some of my
gave him
books.
stuff, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, biggie. She's like totally that sack that is using is like she's reaching in real deep again. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, I was looking forward to seeing him again.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened there. Hopefully, it
Mhm.
stored nails or something. I don't know, but I hope it exploded. I don't know.
Does he ever come to the Soggy Court?
Oh, sometimes, yeah. Um, he usually goes to that place in the middle, that hut, the big one.
Hmm. Did he
Yeah,
force you to give him your head?
yeah. They said
What
if
did
they didn't, they were going to crack my claws and pull my legs off and and take all my stuffings out.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's not nice.
Wait a
Mm-mm.
second. Are you a scarecrow?
I mean, that's a stretch.
I don't know what that means. What is that? I don't know what I am. I'm
You're
just like
straw. Are you just straw?
I'm like straw. I've got claws and some kind of twiggy legs. I put some boots on there.
They're really
Oh,
good. They look real nice. I like how
oh.
one of them kind of has like this flappy look to it.
I will ask the entire Frog Fireman army to just wait a second because this is important. I was like, hold on, guys, everybody, wait, just one. We're gonna do this first. We'll be right with. Whoa,
They're just like nodding along. Okay. They're just like from
if
the
you'd all told us
side.
that this was here, we would have known. Cheapers. Go ahead, guys. Go ahead.
What if we send them to get started? Because they
Actually,
know what
yes.
it is, right?
I will lead the people to the factory to put the fire out while you question Clapperclaw, get the information we need to overthrow that long scarfy ruffian.
Oh yes,
Well, long scarf works for that hag, right?
yes.
Right, but
Yeah, that's the
baby
whole
steps.
regime. I've got a long way to
Because
go, but we gotta get this done.
your henchmen
You want me to
around
come
here.
with you, Arlo?
Sure, yeah, let's do that.
All right.
You three,
Yeah.
question
That's
the
when Maple decides
Clatterclaw.
to go.
So Arlo and Shion, you're leading the worker frogs
Well, to the
here
factory.
to the factory, and
Yep.
then the rest of you are hanging out with Clapperclaw to talk. Okay, so we'll stay here on the bridge for a little bit.
um? You
Split
said,
the party again.
Lim, you said that Sue was looking for.
No, I don't think that she was looking for him, but she told us about him because and she's gonna kind of like do like a little like look around to make sure all the frogs have dispersed. She's gonna look back because apparently, is this true, Clapperclaw, that you can go between hither, tither, and all the various places? Are you able to go between the sections of Prismere?
Hmm. Well, um, I I know the way to thither. That's where I came from.
Okay.
Why, you want to go there? It's
Maybe.
really
Then
scary
we have a
there.
list.
I don't. I mean, I'll
Well,
go if you want. But I don't.
We're looking
we don't.
for. We've lost things too.
You lost things too. Did Agden take
Yeah,
it from you?
we think she
Yeah.
might.
Who the heck?
Right?
Oh,
Didn't she or no? Or no, we don't know that yet.
well, I'm sure she has it now. I think Agden, everything he takes, he gives it to her. Or at least some of the things he takes, he gives it to her. So she probably has my head. Probably has your stuff too.
We lost their
Yeah.
stuff a long time ago, but she probably has it.
Oh, do you have bullies in your life too that take your stuff?
Absolutely.
Call you names?
Not so much.
Mm, yeah.
No. So sometimes when I was smaller, yeah.
Yeah.
You were-
People are real mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
Are you going to be here for a while?
Are you bummed out?
You
I'm
bummed
gonna
out.
probably be here for a bit. I got nowhere to go.
Why don't you hang out with us?
Hang out with you?
Yeah.
Well, what
Want
do
to
you?
help us save a factory?
Maybe the straw guy shouldn't put the fire out, guys.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay away
put that
from
out
there.
Alright.
Oh, wait.
Well,
I heard-
after.
That's fair.
Oh, what do you?
You'll be out here.
Well, I'll be here. What are you guys doing after?
Chilling.
Finding you.
Okay.
'cause
Hanging out. We're gonna eventually
Oh.
go get our stuff back. Hopefully.
Oh, that sounds really scary.
Well, don't be afraid. You don't have, I mean, you
I
could
don't-
just.
I left thither to get away from a hag. I don't want to go and see another one.
I'm putting that
Oh.
out myself.
How come you're trying? I mean, besides being a hag, why were you like? Was she after you for some particular reason, or?
She wanted me to work. She tried to make me do things, and I didn't want to do them.
What kind of things?
Like, I don't know, like, take things to the children, and help
Children?
them. Yeah, she employs a lot of children, and it just makes me really sad because they just want to play, and I want to play too. You know, like that's all I want to do. I don't want to work. I don't want to be doing her bidding and all that kind of stuff. And so I just started walking, and I left, and she kept finding me and bringing me back. But eventually I made it. And I made it all the way here, and I thought, hey, things are looking real up for Clapperclaw. And then this guy comes and takes my head. And this place sucks just like the last one. Oh.
Well, now that
Luna's
your
gonna
head
go over
different,
and give him a little hug. Just gonna, if he'll let
look at the
her.
bright
Just
side.
gonna.
Now that your
Yeah.
head's different, maybe she won't be able to find you. You look so different.
That's true.
He puts his arm around you, and little clapper claws snapping a little bit, and he says, "Oh, she'll know. She'll be able to find me. It doesn't even matter. It's not about me. She just puts everybody to work." Then I come to this place, and I see these bullywug people, and they're, these heads, they're just killing each other. It's like, for what? It's just, it's everywhere. It's real sad.
Yeah.
Not a fan of these hags, guys. Just put.
I was about to say, I don't.
Mm-mm.
Seems they're turning this place into a downer.
Yeah.
They even
and then I
call
look
it
at
that.
this-
It's called Downfall. Like that's they need some rebranding around here. Maybe a little name change, a little facelift to be a nicer place.
Yeah.
But right now,
When he
not
says facelift, I
not
look up
good.
at the 6 heads again, and I'm just trying not to.
They're all just chattering. They're like, "Did you hear? Are you guys able to hear what he's saying? No, I can't over you yammering on. Just shh." And they're just hushing each other and squabbling.
It's amazing. Huh?
I guess should we go help out with the factory before we come back and
Except I
chat
think we're
more with
really going to
our
need your
new?
help to get from hither to tither, or
Mm-hmm.
yon, or where hither thither. Yeah, eventually we're really going to need your help. Are you going to be here so we can find you later and maybe, without putting you in any danger, force you to join us?
Well, I tell you what, if you get my head, I'd be willing to go and leave and go back to there. If I have my original head, if I can hold my real head up high when I go back, then I'll lead you there. Is it
Got antlers, you said?
antlers? Yeah, it was
This is-
real righteous looking,
Are you pretty?
stag.
Okay.
more.
Like regal.
Do you have some kind of
Yeah.
weird connection to it? Like, do you know where it is when you try to see? Do you see where it? How does that work?
I can feel it. You know, I can feel it. Like I know it's here. I know it's up there. And he kind of points up, kind of towards the sky where Lorna's hut kind of sits on the scaffolding, up.
So
And it's
Alex, at
kind of
this
basically
moment,
the same feeling that you have. Like both you and Shion can feel that your things are here.
that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, at this moment, Maple actually tries to connect with her necklace. Like, is it actually here? Okay.
Yeah. Make a. Let's just call it a. I don't know. Just roll me a d20.
Nope.
It's you feel that it's here. He seems like he's pointing it out with like some degree of precision, whereas you it's more like all around you. Like you know that you're supposed to be in downfall, but like that's where it ends.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna need your help, and we're gonna get that head,
Mhm.
and we're gonna forget about these heads.
So as your kind of conversation with Clapper Claw is maybe kind of coming a little bit to an end there, Shion and Arlo, you make your way to the balloon factory. And you can see as you get closer to it that there is up ahead a wooden structure that stands on stilts above the lake. It's topped by a steep conical roof made of thatch, and there's smoke that curls up from a hole at its apex. Its windows are blacked out, seems like by soot, and the air around it carries the smell of burned wood. This building, just like some of the others that you saw on the south side of the village, has a clothesline that is attached to one corner of the building's exterior and has a variety of frayed patchwork garments on it. There's
Let's
nothing on
find a
the
fire.
there's nothing on the exterior that seems to be aflame, but there's like smoke that's like issuing out from inside.
Let's go inside and find the person who is fighting this fire.
We should do
So
that.
you make your way up some wooden steps that lead into kind of the first room of this building. The room is a charred mess. Then there's hazy smoke that hangs over scattered piles of burned and broken shelves, intermixed with whatever those shelves once contained. You can see that this is where the bulk of that smoke is coming from, and it snakes into the air and up through the hole in the factory. And every now and again, you see from the smoldering wreckage, there's like these little, like, almost like it's weird, like these embers that kind of like jump up and out and seem to kind of bounce around and like jump off of like surfaces. And you almost feel like you can hear them go wee as they're doing so. And then like they'll hit up like a piece of furniture that hasn't burned up already, and then you see this bullywug in a leather smock who's scurrying around with this bucket of water, and he goes and like throws that on the ember, and it just sort of smolders a bit. But just as he does that, there's like two other sparks on the other end of the room that fire off like that, and you can just see he's like fighting a never-ending battle, basically. And before we move on any further, I think we got Percy just redeemed by everyone a reroll. So you've got some rerolls filling up here. 5 rerolls in the pot.
Thank you, Percy.
Thank you, Percy. See, I knew someone would get us more.
And the Bullywug sees Shion, you, and Arlo making their way in. Number of Bullywugs behind you. And he says, "Oh, hey, are you the ones that the king sent here to help me out?"
Yes, we are. How
You
can
bring-
we help?
Oh, grab a bucket. Grab a bucket.
Okay.
Grab a bucket.
Hey, everybody, grab
Everybody grab a
buckets.
bucket.
All right. So then, like, all of the bullywugs are like all like running into each other. Oh, grab a bucket. Grab a bucket. And then, he like looks out the guy that's been fighting these fires looks out there and he's like, oh geez, you got a whole gang that you brought with. I've only got 3 buckets.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
we'll do what we can.
I'll grab. Guys, stop running into each other and trying to grab buckets. There's only 3 buckets.
Hey, there's only 3 buckets, guys. So
I'll use one of the buckets.
all the bullywugs raise their hand. I'll take one of the buckets.
I'll give them a bucket.
All right, I'm gonna go fill my bucket up. Oh wait, actually, we could do a really cool chain of like firefighter hood. Here, if you all line up, then the person closest to water dunks it, and then you just pass it in here,
Well,
and we
bucket
just keep
brigade it.
yeah,
You
bucket
got it.
brigade. Do you guys understand?
Make
We
understand
we'll
how
make a
just-
we're
charisma
talking
check.
about.
Make a charisma check. It could be a
Gosh.
persuasion.
I'm so bad at this stat too, and I keep trying to persuade people to do things.
They all like, yes, sir, and they all like stand to attention, and you're kind of like not sure at first. Like they all say that they understand, but you know, but as it turns out, you got like you're doing this cool thing where like they're passing like the buckets like kind of both ways. It's like super
yep.
efficient, and like pretty much in like no time at all, you've got this like fire put out. These little living flames that have been bouncing around. Probably within like 15 minutes, like you've got it contained. And
Do they seem to reignite?
maybe at a few points, but with the rapid succession that you do this chain of water from the lake, you manage to put it out, and it ceases.
Perfect.
And so Duke Ikrind just says, "Hey, wow, that was some quick bucket slinging there, guys. Wow, I'm so thankful that you came here. The king sent you, huh?"
Yeah, for the most part, we need to construct a balloon for tonight.
A balloon
Yeah,
for tonight?
fortunately, yes.
Oh, Whew, that's
Is that possible? I mean,
well.
We have lots of workers.
we can help.
Yeah, okay. Maybe the 2 of you can help me out. I don't know about all of them though. You know, this
Hey,
kind of too many cooks
job
kind of
help-
situation.
Yep.
Maybe.
I hear you. I'll send them back. Great job helping out with the fire, everybody. You can go back to the gazebo and get ready for tonight's party.
And they're all excited.
you,
They're
everyone.
like, woohoo! When they're, patting each other on the back. They're excited that they did something right. And Duke Ikrin is just like, I don't know where all that efficiency was 48 hours ago. That would have been real good, but, better late than never, I suppose, huh?
Oh my god,
I've
he's
heard
doing
your-
this
I've
for
heard-
48 hours.
Heard you've been on Did you take at least like a coffee break or something?
Oh, no coffee break, no nothing. I've just been zipping around here doing this all by
Well,
myself.
Why don't you just real quick teach us how to build a balloon and then take a nap?
Well, I'm thinking maybe we don't have to build a whole new balloon. I've got one that's just like little. It needs some repairs and such. It just needs some sewing work up
Perfect.
on the balloon,
can
the
do that.
bladder, I guess you call it. And yeah,
I learned something today.
that's what I call it. I don't know if it has a real name or not.
Oh, okay. Well,
What do you call it?
I've never really seen one of. I mean, I've never thought about it before. I wasn't in the business of constructing balloons, so I never thought to name the big balloonish thing on top of it.
Yeah. Well, hey, you guys don't
Balloon.
mind getting in the lake there, do you? Or you got good jumping legs?
Shion, you're good at water, right?
Sure. Yep. Great at water.
Yeah, I'm sure she'll be able to do that. Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
okay here on dry land, though, if that's okay.
What are we doing?
Oh, we gotta go over there, and he points down to the south, and you can see there's sort of a like silhouette of like a big balloon through the fog. That's we'll just use that. I mean, if these two guys are just gonna kill each other from it, it don't have to be fancy. I don't think.
Who told you about that?
Oh, is that what you said? I just assumed
yeah,
that
yeah,
was
sure.
what was going to happen. So meanwhile,
Word travels quick.
over on the bridge, you guys are seeing now. There's a big parade of like the bullywugs are like making their way across the bridge, and they're like high fiving you. They're like, "Hey guys, we did it! Yay, we did it! We did it!"
Oh, guys.
Fire's out.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Where's our alone? Hey guys, where's everybody else? Right?
They just struck it. They keep going.
See you tonight.
That
Woo!
guy really knows his buckets.
What?
Feel like we missed a lot.
I think we should go to the factory.
So as you're all talking with Duke Ikrind, the rest of the gang kind of follows up, and you're all back together again.
Perfect. Maple can fly. I bet she can help with the balloon stuff you were talking about, Duke.
I heard you were the bucket efficiency guy.
I don't know. I just,
I did a wonderful job.
spoke to that
Very
person.
happy bullywogs,
Very
guys.
efficient.
What are we doing?
It's probably the most efficient thing they've ever done.
Now they
Well,
have the
yeah.
story to tell.
Oh,
Right?
We're looking at the. You said. Where are we going now?
See, there's a balloon to the south here. That Duke Icarin was Icarin? Is it Icarin?
Duke,
Icarin?
Duke Ikrind.
Icarin.
Hey, Duke
hi.
Ekrin, I go to fist bump.
Akron.
He
Hey,
was pointing out this balloon that we'll fix for tonight's festivities.
Oh.
Yeah.
yeah, if you can fly, that would be real handy because we've got a bunch of tears up. What do you call the balloon part of the balloon there?
That's the bladder, right?
That's what I called it too.
There's a balloon?
There's a big balloon.
I
We're
think
gonna
the
fix
balloon
it.
part is the
Call it the balloon.
You need multiple names for things to keep it. You gotta vary your word choice.
Because
Need
that
that
basket
t-shirt.
is also
You have
part
to
of the
vary your word
balloon,
choice.
but it wouldn't be appropriate to call the basket part the balloon, even though it is part of the balloon. That makes sense.
Arlo, you lost me again. I need that word variant choice T-shirt. That sounds like a cool. I want that.
Yeah. I think we just need to sew up the patches or the tears in the balloon there, and
Yeah, we just need to sew up the balloon and maybe a couple of minor recalibrations about the design, but nothing too major. These guys are just gonna push each other out, so we'll get it up in the air and let God take it the rest of the way.
I know Vish is a real handy repair person. Maybe Vish can help too. Vish is
Perfect.
so good at repairing things.
Really? You really? Me?
Yeah, of course, you.
I was already thinking of some fun modifications.
I was thinking that we could, instead of it just being float up and they fight, that there's like other things that happen too. Like I could knock the thing and they have a terrain problem, and then that was just modification sounds good.
Spikes?
I was
You have spikes?
Spikes
Oh,
in a balloon.
Spikes?
I love
I just thought maybe we just. yeah, wait. Spikes in a balloon?
I mean, maybe not.
You guys want to see a real death match, huh? Up there, no one's going to
know.
see it though. It's going to be way up there. We won't be able to see
That's
it very
true.
well.
Well, if we tie it
gotta-
down so it's just in the balloon,
What do
maybe
you think
like
the
10
odds
feet
are
up.
of us manufacturing binoculars in time?
I could do it. I'm sure.
I can just
Ooh.
fly up there and scream to you what's happening. I mean, I plan on
I
watching.
don't know. I was thinking of a few modifications though.
What were you thinking of?
no sandbag, and a zipper.
What would you do with a
And
zipper?
there you go. When you want to go down, you just unzip it.
What's smart?
Wasn't
Very
one of us
clever.
supposed to live?
That's clever.
It's I don't know, hanging around you guys. These things starting ideas are starting to pop up every day.
I can see your vision.
A zipper. It doesn't have to be airtight.
Well, you seem to know a lot about these things. Maybe you should take the lead on it.
Okay.
Duke, definitely.
take the
We're
day
not
off.
trying to just, yeah. You need a nap anyway, right?
I could use a nap. Okay, yeah. Why don't I go sleep? Cause,
You've been up for 49 hours.
I
straight
know.
now.
I was thinking. I hear him or, she's
Shoot.
talking, and I thought all those ideas sounded like good ideas. So maybe I should go to bed.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Oh. Wait.
So he points to the south. He's like, "Yeah, you'll find it. You'll see it. Some of my crew's probably there. They can help you out." And he heads
Perfect.
into the factory and seems like he's gonna go take a nap.
All right.
To the balloon.
Let's go to the balloon.
All right. So it looks like over here there's like a rocky path. There's a bunch of rocks that protrude up out of the water.
Yes.
We can use
Agreed.
those, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you make your way over there, and who would like to step out first?
I will. Because I'm afraid of falling in.
Each of
Brave
these
soul-ish.
boulders are spaced out about 2 feet apart. Yeah, they're pretty sizable boulders, so it's not really like too difficult to like walk across. It looks like an intentional walking path across the water there.
Okay.
But
Do
as
you
you-
want to take a rope with you to the other side so that we can go ahead and use it just for some extra balance along the rocks? They might be slippery because they might be wet.
Okay. Yeah.
they do
I'll
look
take
a little bit
rope.
wet.
Yeah, so
you
I'll
know
go
what?
ahead and...
Yeah. I'll take a rope.
Okay, perfect. I'll go ahead and give you my length of rope.
Okay. Hold on that side. And
Yeah, we'll keep it on this side. You take that side.
Vish is going to jump to the first rock.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
And then she's going to use it like as a springboard to just jump in the water and swim across.
You jump into the water. Okay, so you jump.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, you jump
This
into
is
the
not
water.
a funnel, right? Damn.
You jump into the water and well, let's see what happens.
Try to swim across.
You start to swim across.
La 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 la.
Is a 14 hit?
Oh shit! What the hell's going on?
I'll re-roll this one.
Damn. Let me get. I was okay. I think. Yeah. Oh. I'm okay right now. 14 doesn't hit.
16.
How many are you? Oh. 16 does hit.
Do I hear any kind of chomping or splashing that might be like aggravating the water?
So
I'm like just backstroking once. She's like, "Hi,
You were
guys."
backstroking.
so you get to like maybe halfway across, and then at that point you feel like in your back, like barbs pierce through your back. And as you look down, there's like 2 marrow in the water with weapons, and one of them has just skewered you, and is trying to
What's
like
the-
actively. It's trying to actively like pull you down.
What does
Um,
the
As I
marrow
realize
look
he's
like?
in trouble, I'll fly out there.
A marrow looks like this. Kind of a evil-looking merfolk person.
Oh, okay.
That's not good.
So
Yeah. Ooh, he's mean.
Just
Ooh.
badass looking.
Cool.
Yeah.
What's something this
So
fish
sorry,
is doing? in
sorry,
there?
fish.
Just like that. Yeah. Ah! She's just like her eyes get wide and just. You said that like I get drug under the water.
They're trying to. This was just kind of like a surprise round. They initially attacked you, but it seems like they're intent on bringing you down. So give
You know,
me.
this is why we stay on the rocks.
Not helping.
So give me
I'm
just.
already flying out there. Yeah.
Well, hold on. I mean, we'll go into initiative before.
Okay.
And
11.
well, I suppose we do actually have a map here, so I can put some tokens down here.
We're good.
I presume most of you were waiting for him to go fully across before taking any
Yeah.
action.
I imagine Maple had gone up to Lim and was like, I think they
Yeah.
forgot I can fly again, just as he was jumping into the water. It's like, I'm just going to watch. And then I realized that was a bad idea.
Pull the rope is to the other side.
All right, go ahead and did y'all roll initiative already? You can roll
No.
initiative if you haven't.
Not yet. Oh, okay. Oh.
Is that wrong?
Oh boy. Here I thought my 8 was going to be a while. Ooh.
Some fantastic initiatives.
It didn't automatically put that wound on it, did it? It didn't, huh? When it attacked me.
No, I
Well,
just wrote
Okay,
it into
that's
the
fine.
chat. I
I'll
didn't
I'll
type
put it
yet.
on there. All right, cool.
So Arlo, Arlo's not there. We'll come back to Arlo. Lim, you are up. So what you see is basically, they're under the water right now, and they attacked. They
okay.
basically they've attacked him from the underneath his belly. Basically, is where or his back. I guess he was backpedaling. So you could see that some blood is kind of entering into the water. You could tell she's wounded.
Okay. Okay. Um.
Her eyes are wide. She looks afraid, very afraid.
I see your fear. And what has helped me in the past is magic missile. I'm going to magic missile the one that has attacked fish. Once I remember how to do that. Okay, so I gotta click this thing. Maybe. And it just hits, is what it is. Like I don't have to roll.
You just roll the damage.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
no hit for magic missile.
Okay. All right, and then it doesn't say, but there's like 3 of them or 2.
Three
Three.
total, so 2
3.
more.
Okay. Thank you. It's my first wizard, so I'm learning.
Nice one.
All right, so
Nice.
the 3 missiles shoot out from your fingertips and hit that same Marrow,
Mhm.
who takes a total of 9 points.
Nice.
And you just see
Quick,
like each of the missiles just
activation.
kind of splashes into the water and like finds its target. Like you can, the water's pretty murky. I'm not gonna say like it's so much concealment that you couldn't see it, and the missiles do find their mark, but yeah, they're a little tough to see. Arlo,
Okay.
you were up first here on the initiative. So basically, I don't know if you were here for the setup here, but Vish jumped into the water and was started to swim across, and then got attacked by these marrow that were lurking beneath the surface of the water.
Doesn't seem very nice of them.
Mm.
I'll throw a dart at one. 'Cause I don't like water.
Okay, so again, pretty murky, pretty hard to see, but your arrow does manage to splash into the water and hit this creature, so you can roll damage on that.
damage is. And I believe it applied to it. And I will stay even a little further back on the land. As I am still actually beat up from the last fight we had with a toad. That would be it for me.
All right. That brings us to the marrow. So the first one here is going to swim through the rocks and get over to the other side of you here, Vish. And first tries to hit you with its harpoon. And that will be 13 will miss.
Miss.
And then it tries to bite at you. And misses. The second marrow, this is the one that had hit you with the harpoon. Give me a strength athletics check.
Okie dokie.
Yes.
So it
Oh,
pulls you, and
wrong
it's like
person.
dragging you. It drags you
I thought
20
that-
feet under the surface of the water.
Gotta
I thought-
reroll.
Or
I
you
thought
get-
that was
you
your
could use a
20,
reroll.
Vish.
I
I don't think it would be wise to.
don't think I had a
reroll.
reroll. I don't think
So-
there's no way that I get
Drags
Malcolm
you,
knows something's
Oh
wrong.
yeah, fair.
drags you 20 feet down, and then is going to use a claw attack and a bite. 14. And
that hit. No. Did it hit? I don't know.
I think you said it earlier, it missed.
Yeah, I missed. Yeah, I missed. I'm sorry.
But this bite will hit. And you just see blood is like pooling up at the top of the water here. That brings us to Maple.
That seriously changes my turn. So one of them's under the water, but the other one isn't.
This one would be
One of them-
20 feet down. This one's like just 5 feet under the water, so still getting the kind of the benefit of the concealment of the murky water, but isn't as far deep.
All right. I'm gonna fly out and look at Muro too. Say, what do I have to do for you to let him go? Let him go! Maybe take the dodge action.
Okay. Sounds good. You probably, well, it's under the water, so it's maybe kind of hard to judge or see his reaction exactly, but
I meant this one who's still surfaced, right?
neither of them are surfaced. Both are under
Oh,
the
then-
water. Yep.
I'm yelling at the water then. That
Yep.
doesn't work.
But you take the dodge action and kind of be sort of defensive right there.
No, I'll dive in, go 5 feet under the water, and put my hands up. Maybe they'll understand what I'm trying to say.
Okay, you're under the water doing the same kind of gesturing about. Okay.
Yeah.
You don't get the sense. It doesn't seem like either is reacting to you or even listening to you. And both still have their attention on Vish. Shion.
Wait, is there still tension on the rope?
Let's see. It was 50 feet of rope.
Yep.
It's pretty taut, I would say right now.
I will pull it as hard as I can to try to pull whatever's on it over.
Sounds good. Give me a strength athletics check.
Alrighty.
Okay. You pull hard enough that Fish's body gets to about there and is like just about at the like surface, like high enough up that you can start to see the silhouette of the body in the murky water, and like maybe like a hand kind of rises up and like there's a part of him that is visible, or her that's visible. So nicely done. There's no longer a harpoon like stuck in her.
Good.
And so that's about how far you get.
Okay.
That'll bring us to Vish. Oh, and that just... Would you like to re-roll that?
Sure. Wow, it automatically did it, huh?
Yeah, I'll if someone has a problem with that, I can find a way to like not
Oh, it's
have
okay.
that happen.
It's a failure.
Okay.
That's no biggie. Okay.
Okay, so that brings us back to the top, and it is Arlo's turn.
Just to make sure I'm understanding correctly, does Shion have some sort of rope around Vish?
Yes. So what? Yeah, I forgot. You missed this. So Vish, Shion gave Vish a bit of rope, thinking that Vish was gonna walk all the way across the rocks. Vish went to the first rock and then jumped into the water, and presumably still had the rope like tied around her, and then got attacked by the...
That seems
The
like a
narrow.
Vish thing to do.
It sure does.
I'll walk up next to Shion and also tug on the rope to try to get Vish out of the water.
Sounds good. Strength athletics check. Oh yeah.
Oh.
So, you
Nice.
managed to pull Vish up and out of the water and like up onto the little patch of land here.
Okay. Then I will, I guess I'll just move sort of defensively next to her. I'm not, obviously no real actions or anything there, but just to try to be there as a different option for someone to attack.
And I would say like with that 20, like if you wanted to move further inland with that, you could.
Or sure, maybe we'll move her to like one more square back with me. Yeah. And that would be it for me.
All right, Lim.
Okay. And so, Vish is back up, but am I able to like see any of the guys, or are they too deep?
I would say this one you more or less see he's gonna have like a +5 to EC on anything that's like a,
Like a to hit. Yeah.
attack roll. Yeah.
Okay. And just to make sure, Maple, you're okay right now, right? You were just yelling at them.
No, I'm 5 feet under the water.
Oh, you are 5 feet under the water. Sorry, I didn't. Can't see
I'm
that.
dodging and trying to get their attention, which I possibly succeeded at. I should be all right.
Okay. Well, I will. I'm gonna do Tosh. I want to try this out. I want to do Tasha's hideous laughter on the one that I could see.
Okay.
That way, it kind of he doesn't have
They
two on him.
succeed.
Oh no!
Is there
Well,
an
okay.
Counting the natural 20s.
Is there a effect on them when they succeed?
I
don't think with that one there
No.
is, but
No, it's like if they fail, they're
that's an all
like
or nothing.
incapacitated. Yeah. So nope, that's it. Dang. I wanted to see
Mm.
what a marrow looked like when it was laughing. Okay, that's it then.
Sounds good. That marrow that you just tried to do that on is gonna fly over or swim over here to Maple. We'll try to use its harpoon. Disadvantage. 9 will miss, and then it'll try to attack with its bite. And miss. This other one, move up here to the surface, and it's got its harpoon out. It's looking over at Vish. It's going to try to hurl its harpoon at Vish. It'll be at disadvantage because he's prone. She's prone.
She flopping around like a fish out of water.
A Vish out of water. Oh, no.
Oh,
So, one failure.
Oh, one. Okay.
Yeah, you're still.
So it's not a melee attack.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Um,
And pulls you basically like right, you just like kind of flop into the water. But Vish is like right there, arm's length from anybody that would be on the shore. And that is that. Maple, it is your turn.
Yeah, we're gonna try that. I'm going to. Ooh, that's both of them. That is both of them, isn't it? Mm-hmm. I'll blow my rage as I attempt. The plan is to swim towards Vish, grapple Vish, and swim out. I'm going to provoke from both of them as I do it.
All
And
right.
let me know how that goes.
Let's. I'll say both of these are claws. So that one will miss, and I got one reroll. I'm gonna throw a reroll in here.
Okay.
Ah! Oh.
See how decided.
And
There it is.
15.
Uh,
You got your
oh,
rage
okay.
effect on you.
Oh, I forgot to put the rage effect up. That's right. Hang on. I don't have it in front of me.
That's okay. I'll just throw it right here.
Mhm.
So total of
5?
10. So you take 5. And then I swim over to Vish and grab her. She
And,
isn't actually like actively grappled or anything. The
I
harpoon
don't
just
resist.
is a pullback. It's not a
in a
grapple.
number, there's layers of you not resisting. Now, as I'm swimming, I'm at half movement, and then when I pick her up or grappling, that's half movement as I pierce the surface of the water. So I only really make it to about like here with her with me, but we're 5 feet off the ground at that point because we're in the air.
Okay, you're up in the air.
It's the elevation as I grab her and move up, so I should be away from the surface, 5 feet higher than that. But I can only move the. Yeah, I think I'm just piercing the surface of the water with fish.
Close enough then that I can grab you.
And it is
Okay,
Shion's turn
perfect.
then.
Fish would be here. I
Perfect.
can't move
Yep.
her.
So I moved to do that then.
So you're grabbing Vish.
Yes.
And okay, so
Special delivery.
got her like over your shoulder or whatnot. What would you like to do? Let's say like with Vish, you could move like half your movement.
drop him, toss him, set him.
Like right there. Like right next to you.
You have any healing, Kim?
I don't.
That's what I wanted to hear. Ruh-roh.
Sorry.
No, don't apologize to me. Ruh-roh.
It's okay.
Ruh-roh.
I have healing.
Yeah, you have to be alive to do that. As soon as Kim ends her turn, then an automatic death save is going to happen. That's very important.
So just you guys can
Better
hear me,
run.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Just to confirm, Kim, you're is this correct that you wanted to drop fish right there?
Well, I was wondering where was he gonna put him, or where is she gonna put him? Is she gonna drop
Oh.
him on me, near me, in front of me?
Technically, my
Do I
turn
need to
ends, and
Yeah,
as you take
yeah.
her, you can choose
catch?
where.
Yeah, so Maple's turn is done. It becomes your turn. If you want to reach up and grab Vish, you can. They're like
Trying
kind
to
of
do that.
I
We
think
can
it's
try to do
possible.
that.
I think it's possible for you to try to stabilize Vish before Vish's
Okay.
turn.
Perfect.
That might be the only card we have.
yes.
And how do I do that?
If you want to grab Vish, put Vish on the ground and like, bandage up
I was gonna say mine
pretty
wounds.
quick.
Yep.
You could do like a medicine check to try to stabilize Vish from bleeding out.
Yeah, sure, we'll try that.
Yes.
And that will do it. So that's
Perfect.
prevents Vish from having to make this
Yes.
next roll.
Excellent.
Bring us up to Arlo's turn.
I am going to recommend to everybody that we run away. I'm going to also drag Vish half my movement, just currently 40 feet. So I'm gonna drag her 20 feet north.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So I would say at this point, just given time and such, if the goal is to run away, I'm just gonna say like this works and you get away. And the Marrow aren't gonna pursue you up onto the land and such. They'll just dive back down under the water and lurk and wait for some other unsuspecting victims to jump into the lake. So, or fall into the lake, whichever.
Perfect.
So, thank you, Percy, for the DM reroll. I'll take that. So what's the plan? You've got an unconscious Vish with you. You are not very far away from where your the worker bee from the factory is taking a nap himself. So if you wanted to maybe crash out there and take a short rest, you totally could.
Yeah, I was gonna suggest maybe we take a short rest, let the worker be rest for a bit, and then wake him up and ask him what to do about repairing the balloon with the marrows hanging around down there. Maybe he's got experience with that. He can help us avoid them.
That sounds like a good idea.
Well, otherwise, Maple, can you fly each of us over at one time? Or do you have a certain weight limit that you can hit? Or
I mean, in a minute. Sure.
right,
Yeah, I can do that.
right. I mean, in a minute, but then we
Yeah.
could cart over and we wouldn't have to go back on the rocks or near the water.
Pretty sure.
That would
Or
be
at
something we
least I
could
could
try after we rest.
fly the rope across it
I'm gonna go-
at least, or however. Yeah, that's a good plan.
Go back in the building that was formerly on fire and take a nap.
Sounds
An
good.
hour-long nap.
So hour passes. You can all spend your hit dice and recover whatever you get on a short rest.
I'll take it. and I'll be right back.
Yeah, we'll just take like a couple minute break right here, and then when we come back, we'll go for like maybe another 30 minutes or so before we wrap up. So take a quick break so that they can do short rest and all sorts of fun hit die things, and we'll be right back, everybody.
Perfect.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us here tonight. We're playing Wild Beyond the Witchlight and had a little bit of a scary encounter in which the characters learned there's a couple of marrow hanging out just beneath the rocks over near the lake there. They're taking a little bit of a short rest here in the old balloon factory that they helped prevent from igniting into a blaze. And so you've returned and we're taking a little bit of a break here. You can hear maybe from this other room that there's some croaking, some snoring coming from Duke Ikrand, who's taking a bit of a nap here after 48 hours of trying to fight that fire that you eventually helped him put out. Yeah, so an hour has passed. You're kind of recuperating a bit. And I think you were having some talk about possibly waking him up to talk with him about what just happened.
I think I might sneak in there and, maybe give him a couple of nudges, see if he wakes up. I know, 48 hours, I probably wouldn't wake up very easy, but we'll see what happens.
So you go and you kind of nudge him awake. And he says, "Oh, geez, we wake. I'm waking up. I'm awake. I'm awake. Oh, hey, it's you. Who's what happened? Who's the king? Who's the new king?"
We aren't there yet. I'm sorry. We weren't able to repair the balloon yet because we ran into some marrow on our way over to try to get there that attacked us, and we nearly died.
Whoa, they attacked you, huh?
Yeah.
That's
Do not
weird.
normally do that?
No, they usually leave us alone.
Maybe could you talk to them and ask them not to attack us so we can fix the thing?
I can try to talk to them. I don't think they talk. I don't think we speak the same languages, though.
Oh, I guess that was kind of culturally insensitive of me, wasn't it?
I tried. They're not very friendly. I'll say. I'll give you that. They're not kind of very standoffish. I've always kind of thought.
Okay, that's interesting because they were maybe the opposite of standoffish with us. They were aggressive and they were stabbing us with harpoons, claws, and fangs.
You just see Vishoff kind of leaning up against the wall, just like sitting there, just kind
They
of
nearly cleared
staring.
poor Vish. So how are we gonna repair the thing?
Oh, gee. Are you a good jumper?
Me, no, I'm not going anywhere near that water. I think I made that clear earlier today.
Okay.
We do have someone that can fly.
Oh, that's a good idea. You can fly. There's probably not any marrow up in the sky, so.
We're up in the sky, can go twice as high.
Take a look.
Harpoons hook.
That's a good song. You guys just came up with
Give it a
that?
look and die.
I almost died.
Give it a look and die. There with sky.
Meanie Marrow.
Meaning, man. What just happened?
All right, so well, I don't know. I'm reticent to do this, but Maple, Fish, Joan,
Fly you guys
Lynn,
across. It'll be fine.
I'm gonna stay here. You all wanna go repair the balloon? 'Cause there's water down there. Just deep water. It's got monsters in it. But we do need to
Wow.
repair the stuff. So if we had some volunteers to maybe help repair the balloon, and Maple, you can fly them over. That'd be great.
How hard could it be?
I don't know. I mean, this seems that this Duke's entire life is dedicated to the craft of building these things. So I would assume that it's not just like a meh, but could be accomplished with some elbow grease and some try hard. Go.
Who's coming with me?
You guys want me to go
Uh,
there? I mean, I got an
Yes.
hour in. I guess that's
It would help.
pretty
Yes.
good. Every 48 hours, you should get an hour of sleep.
Yeah.
You can tell
There
he's
you
like
go.
saying it like he's
Wait,
really hoping
do you
you'll say
think-
he can go back to bed, but he feels obligated to like.
Who's the current king? Who do you think is the current king?
He just said that it's still what's his nuts.
Close enough. Let's go.
Tired bullywugs are the better than awake bullywugs.
All right. Well,
What's
okay.
his nuts?
He just like jumps in the water and like swims right past this little spot, and you don't see him get attacked or anything like that. He makes it to the other side.
What?
Fish is
Think
gonna be a bit.
Like they leave
Gandalf-ish.
bullywugs alone, but we're not bullywugs.
Right.
Why don't you just fly over there with Duke Ilnich? I can't say his name.
Who wants to come
Fix
with me?
that up. I think. Oh, Lim, you want to go? Vish?
Yeah,
Mm.
I'll go.
Cool.
She's like staring at the water.
You don't
Yeah,
have to.
Fish is just staring too. She's going. Hmm.
So I
I
hear
think Vish
that
and I are gonna
Lim.
stay here.
Okay, Arlo and Vish are staying behind, but the rest of you are headed over there.
Yeah, I'm
Sure,
gonna
I'll
sit back for a second and talk with Arlo.
Okay.
Take
So
living first. Make sure it's safe.
okay, yeah, no problem. Going by air, you have no issues. And you make your way over here, where you can see looming above a ramshackle wooden pier is one of these swamp gas balloons that's anchored by 4 thick ropes tied around wooden posts that are driven into the water. Um, uh, the balloon expands and sags at irregular intervals as swamp gas fills it briefly before leaking out through various tears in its patchwork fabric. A bullywug stands near the top of a ladder and is using a long silver needle and spool to try to sew up one of these openings. But very quickly, you can see kind of loses his balance and he falls and splashes into the water. There's a second bullywug that's standing at the foot of the ladder. Looks like he was trying to steady it and lost his grip, and the thing tumbled over. And you can see huddled around nearby them are 3 giant frogs that are just idly kind of looking out into the lake, and their long tongues are just snapping up insects now and then as these 2 worker bullywugs are trying to scramble and recollect themselves. It doesn't look like they're all too competent. They're not making too much progress here with the balloon. And
I would like to, as I come in for a landing, avoid the tongues from. I wouldn't want to be mistaken for a mosquito or anything. Just kind of.
you go and land some distance away and like walk as you approach
Yeah.
up to it, and you can already see Duke Gillig is like, "What have you guys been doing this entire time? You made no progress at all. Oh, we need to get this thing in tip-top shape. There's gonna be a big battle royale tonight, and apparently this balloon's gonna be the main event. So you guys need to get moving here. I brought some reinforcements to kind of help out." And then he turns and he sees the 3 of you approaching. Hi, yeah, you can see I'm working with a real. It's pretty shallow, the talent pool around here.
It's okay. Hey, did you were sewing but you fell? Is that what happened?
And the bullywug, she says, "Mm-hmm, yeah, that happens. I'm pretty clumsy. He's not very good at holding the ladder, so we've been doing this for well, I don't know how long.
Well, I can
Sometimes I
fly up
grab
there
hold of
with
it
you.
and I rip the seams even further, and we make more work. It's just
No, none of
Oh,
that. I can fly up there with you and like hold you and make sure you don't fall, so you can get your work done.
oh, that'd be better than using the ladder. The ladder's not very good. Sometimes we
No,
break
it's
the ladder, and then we got to build a ladder, and then sometimes we drop our tools. Like I drop the needle in the water. We got to go sink and find a. You ever try to find a needle in the middle of a bog? It's kind of hard to
like,
do.
when I look at the ladder, it's in worse shape than the balloon.
Yeah,
Got, like,
there's like remnants of other like wood that these little ladders that they've been constructing. Yeah,
oh no,
like
none of
this is
that.
a whole the lady that swallowed the fly kind of situation
So
going
I
on.
instantly started to envision these people wearing like jumpers, and I'm gonna
Yeah,
grab her by her little ladder up there.
fly her up there.
See if, yep, see if we can stabilize her long enough to make some progress.
Yeah, and this is gonna take some time, but at the rate you're going, should be good enough by the evening to serve its purpose in the coronation of the new king or the prolonging of King Gulp's reign.
nice. And then
So
would there be anything like along the bottom, like near the basket that Lim can help out with, or is it all just like sewing up at the top?
seems like
That's where you
that's like the
install the trap
biggest
door.
hurdle is trying to sew up the balloon, but the basket itself is it doesn't it's just this kind of old basket. It doesn't look super fancy. It's not. There's maybe some things you could do to either spruce it up or enhance it. I don't know. Do you have any
I got
ideas?
some
Any improvements you'd like to make?
Like
maybe
installing a
maybe
trap
some like
door.
maybe some like prestidigitation, maybe like finding some I don't know if there's like other like you know how like for like some like battles they have like in like a colored corner and then in another colored corner maybe she'll find some like flowers to like spruce up the corner, so there's like in one corner is the king Gullup and the other corner is so like just kind of making it battle ready, quote
Yeah,
unquote.
yeah. Cleaning it up. It definitely needs. It's just covered in muck and algae and whatnot from the lake, and yeah, you start to spruce it up, and you ask around. They've got some old paints and things that you could use to do just that.
Nice. Yeah, she's gonna be working
So
on that.
embroider on the side of it the Monarch Brawl and Downfall.
Ooh, yeah. If there's a way to do that, she'll definitely add that in.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm familiar with their art because I saw the assassination plan, so we'll get some stick figures
Oh yeah,
of like
yeah. One
two.
has like a toothpick sword. The other one
Yeah,
has his webbed fists, because he said that in the story, didn't he? That he like fought with his webbed fists, like old like
becomes very obvious which
pugilist.
one's which.
Yeah, we got one with the dagger, pugilist style.
What was the name that you were giving this big showdown?
It-
Uh,
I thought
royal.
the Monarch Brawl and Downfall, but it could be like the Airborne Brawl and Downfall or something
no.
like that, but I don't know.
Both are really good.
Somebody has to pick.
I'm
I think
going
the
The
to
person
combination-
doing the embroidering can pick.
I like
You
Monarch Brawl because that
Yeah.
like
Monarch
tells you
Brawl?
like, yeah, because it's telling you like, no, this is for the royalty. Like, this is your new leaders that are fighting.
Maybe we'll end up starting a tradition accidentally.
The Monarch Brawl and Downfall.
so
Got told every Saturday at midnight.
every Saturday. They gotta wait till Saturday, like
Sorry,
2
it's
days
been
in.
overthrow for a week.
Now
Go up.
we're a week from
The
now on.
19th.
Get a week.
First, but usurper.
I mean, you left a Monarch Brawl, but at least you're going to a Monarch Brawl. Yeah, every 7 days.
So, what is going to happen here? I don't know that we have all that many people watching, but I'm going to open up a poll and let the viewers decide who ultimately wins the Monarch Brawl in Downfall. So,
Ooh.
oops. Let's try that again.
Between Illig and Gullup.
King Gullup, the 19th, or Illig, the Duke of Muckstump. So that poll should be open so people can vote on that, and we'll close it at the end here to find out like who the victor is. So, yeah. So we've got Maple is helping to hoist up the seamstress, I guess, kind of sew things up. Lim, you're decorating the basket, trying to put a little salesmanship here into this big event that's going to be happening. And how about Shion? Is there anything that you would like to do?
I'll be the foreman and watch and make sure that nothing else is coming.
Kind of keep them in order. The bullywugs,
Yep.
they do need a little bit of supervision and guidance, so you provide a bit of that. And maybe there's just a little bit that you're noticing about kind of the environment maybe changing. The mists maybe kind of clear just like a tad. And there's almost kind of like, I don't know, just like there's some excitement on the air because you've turned this assassination thing from being just a dull another piece of the routine that happens here into sort of an event that the bullywugs are talking about and kind of getting excited about.
Cool. And they're actually working together. That's huge.
Meanwhile,
Making it happen.
over back on the other side of the pond there, Arlo and Vish, you're together kind of hanging out. Is there anything that you're doing?
Be just having a discussion about life
Uh,
and things like that. Vish,
I
do you
think.
want to talk?
Well, I've been thinking. It was pretty. I've been doing a lot of irresponsible things lately. I
You,
I
yeah.
don't. I put. It's not right. It's not right to do these things. Not right to do these things without protection. I need some type of armor or something that will protect me when I do these things. I could come up with something real fancy.
You could definitely.
That'd be great. So if I do any of these things again, I had the forethought to make the armor so it protects me so I don't get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
Yes, wise beyond your years again. How are you? Do you have the? What kind of armor are you thinking? Describe it to me. Paint me a word picture, or draw me a regular picture.
I don't know. I might actually need someone else's help. I'm good at doing the thing, but I'm not really good at coming up with the concepts.
Oh, okay. Well, I personally, I don't have much experience with armor, so I don't think I can help you there. I rely on my speed and my no,
Timing, your good looks.
definitely not the good looks, but
I'm just kidding. Yeah, okay, yeah, I get it.
yes, armor would not be the worst idea. Other. Excuse me, 1 second.
Uh-oh, it's okay. Harlow, I know you get the coughing fit.
Mhm. So, other addition to just that one forethought, we can look into the idea of, there's additional forethoughts we could have, besides just armor.
Like a sword?
That again is another thing. Don't you like to
Padding.
Don't you like to like cast spells on things and stuff? Or you like
Mm,
to hit things with swords, or you like to
no,
augment
I
swords?
don't. But I mean, I like
What?
to stay alive. You don't
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
Have you ever done? Have you ever? I don't know. The experience was real weird. It's like I heard everything going up, but I couldn't see, and then I don't know. It's like I was looking at it from top down. It's like I could see all these little pieces moving, and I was just helpless. It was almost like I could see the rolls of the hand of fate, just my life in these rolls. It's a
Yep.
helpless situation.
Gotcha.
Have you ever felt that before?
Have, yes. It was, earlier. When was it?
Yeah, I don't think you
So
did.
it
Listen,
wasn't that. I don't think it
that
was
makes
that
me the
long
expert
ago.
here, and I know.
Well, I I did. Didn't I get knocked unconscious somewhere earlier in this campaign? I feel like I always get knocked unconscious. I don't know how I would not have.
I feel like the only other time would have been
Wow.
during the brigand fight with.
The roller coaster
Yeah,
ride.
and I don't think I got knocked unconscious there because Lim splatted that guy's head right
Mhm.
quick.
Yep.
Yeah, so no, yeah, you
Jeez.
are the expert on
Uh-huh. I
being dead.
am. I win. Finally,
Oh.
I won that one of our conversations. It's a contest,
It's not a contest.
no? Okay. You're right.
And that's why
We
you
both
lost.
won. We both won. That's
Oh
okay.
no, there's no winning
You're
and
good
no
too.
losing.
No, you're
It's
fine.
about growing
Growing. Yeah.
as a person.
Yeah, it's okay.
And as you mentioned, you're
Hmm.
forethought now to build yourself armor and
Mm-hmm.
have a weapon and not do things without thinking about the consequences first, etc.
Mm.
The
I
three
love
things
that.
we agreed on.
Huh?
Slip that in there.
Sure.
So while this conversation is happening, if anybody, this is kind of a new thing. We've got a poll that is open. We're letting the audience decide who is going to win the Monarch Brawl in Downfall. Will it be Illig, the Duke of Muckstump, or will it be King Gullup the 19th, the current reigning monarch? If you want to vote in the poll, all you have to do is hover your cursor over the Twitch window, and you'll see a little pop-out thing on the right-hand side, and there's a button there that says vote, and that's where you can cast your vote for who the victor should be. So, I think the evening or the day passes. The repairs on the balloon um, are being concluded, and all of the bullywugs are kind of decorating the place, and they're getting banners set up, and some of the young bullywugs have little masks that they've painted their faces for whoever their preferred champion is, and everyone sort of gathers over on the eastern side of the village, just outside the palace. This is where the traditional proving grounds are. So anyone that issues a challenge to another to enter the proving grounds, this is kind of where the battles take place, in the shadow of the palace. Um, you can see that the merchant balloon that is operated by those folks, those Darkling folks that you're probably going to go see tomorrow about your missing stuff is there. They're kind of trying to cash in on this a little bit. They're selling little bits of little trinkets or whatever, maybe little pinwheel type things for everyone that's in attendance here. And yeah, everyone is there. Everyone has their chosen champion. No one's in the middle on this. Is there anything that you all want to do as nighttime kind of unfolds? There are some fireworks that are being lit off. Just sort of a big big event kind of feel here. Maybe gives you a kind of reminiscent feeling of being back at the carnival for just a moment.
Would we? I know you mentioned it. Would we be picking up like that the like physical atmosphere has changed? Like the actual environment around us is kind of lightened up a bit.
Subtly, yeah, the greens are just a little bit more vibrant instead of kind of the dull death decay kind of look to them. Um, the bark on the trees just seems a little bit healthier. So there's a little bit of that you're seeing. And thank you, Kogo, for the DM reroll.
What? No. I think while everything's getting set up, maybe Lim would be kind of like just kind of going around to like hype up like the various people, like maybe like getting like the King Gullup supporters like to like maybe like do a wave and then going over to the other like woo, like trying to like just get them to like maybe doing some prestidigitation for flashes of colors for each side. And she's attempting to work the crowd, just like having fun with it.
They're having fun with it too. They give you that energy right back, and people are cheering and reacting to everything that you're doing.
Nice.
Is Octavian still around, or did he take off?
He's lingering around. He's probably not in the thick of it. Like he's almost like, he's there, but projecting this disinterested kind of feel. Like I'm just here because I have to exist somewhere, but he's kind of watching.
Change then. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so at some point, each of the Bullywug champions are about to enter into this, I guess, fight in the air. Is what it is. They both have heralds that blow some trumpets and then come out and they say, they sing the accolades like the first one. They're like introducing the challenger. Making his way all the way from that stump at the edge of the bog, where he gets his namesake, the incredible, the ruthless Illig, Duke of Muck Stump, and he comes out, and his supporters are cheering and cheering, and he does a couple of like flexes for the crowd as he clambers into the basket of the balloon that is now tied up kind of over on this side of the bog. And then the king, he's got like the big like a big Mike Tyson style like entourage with him, and like he's got like his people are fanning him as he's coming down. He's got a robe. He's starting to disrobe as he gets down. He's like overweight, like he's just kind of like this really pudgy, out of shape bullywug. And he's like a little bit winded as he even gets down there, but there's a lot of hype for him too, and he sort of crawls into the basket, and he needs some assistance to like kind of push him in. It's not looking good for the 19th of his name.
Maybe his weight will save him. Maybe he'll be too difficult to push out of the basket.
Out. Exactly.
And so pretty soon, some of the attendant bullywugs start to untie the ropes, and the thing starts to levitate up into the air and takes to the sky.
Can Maple get a sign that says like round 1 and fly around the balloon?
Yeah. So there's probably only going to be one round, so you'll only have this job once.
There's only one sign made.
I'll draw another one in front of the first one for 2 if we get that far, but I wasn't expecting. Yeah.
Yeah. No need to put the effort in on that, probably. So. Give me just 1 second. I want to grab something because why don't you all give me a perception check just real quick?
Hey.
Wow. I got a 6.
Natural
Oh,
20.
There it is.
Whoa.
Okay. How can I do this? Okay, this'll work. Are you able to see part of this image?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a interesting fella.
So as you are enjoying the festivities and stuff, you notice that one of those clotheslines is kind of like tugging and bobbing a little bit. And as you go and look at it, you can see this almost like frog-like creature with these big buggy eyes is kind of hanging onto the clothesline and um just kind of dangling there and kind of watching and leering off in the distance, um but it seems like it probably came down from Bavlarna's hut and is just observing what's going on.
Mhm.
And
We'll try to keep an eye on it to notice if and when it leaves as well. Otherwise,
yeah, it doesn't seem like it's approaching or getting any closer. It's just kind of hanging out and watching. Sort of a dull expression on its face. Just big eyes just blinking and darting around. And so the balloon takes off and is in the sky. And, if you got any last second votes there, audience, you get to decide who is going to be the victor of this situation. It looks like Illig, the Duke of Muckstump, is currently got 75% of the votes, which is only 4 votes. So if you vote, you can swing this pretty quickly. So get those last minute votes in. If you want to vote, you just hover your cursor over the video feed, and there's a button there that'll allow you to vote. But it's dangling, and it's hovering up in the sky. A minute has passed. You can kind of see the basket kind of tossing, and it looks like there is some movement happening up there. And the crowd is just looking in anticipation. There's no action to see. They just are waiting for this big moment to happen.
I'm like announcing it. Like I fly over them and I'm like, and blah 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 hits him in the, and I'm trying to but I don't have like any way to emphasize my voice, so they really can't hear me.
Yeah. So I mean, what you're seeing is it's clear that Illig is like just way more capable of a fighter. In this particular situation, it seems like he's hitting him and he's just ramming his fists right into his like chest and his stomach, and he's winding him bad.
Fuck is driving him into the stump.
And pretty soon he's got his leg hooked and he manages to flip him up and over the basket, and pretty soon the big blob that is soon to be in the past tense. The King Gulp, the 19th, comes crashing down head first, spikes himself right into the ground.
Oh
Look. I can't watch that.
And half the crowd, like, kind of nobody is cheering. There's some of the crowd was like getting ready to like their man won, but like it's pretty gruesome. Like all the adults are like covering the eyes of the children, and a couple of them are wailing like, "What did we think was gonna happen?"
In retrospect, this is very dark.
Yeah.
But we
Oh.
learned a lot about team building while putting out the fire, didn't we? Yeah.
Yay.
He was supposed to
Teamwork.
land in the water. That's not the plan.
Oh.
Well, definitely he was supposed to die. I mean, that was the plan.
In the water. Oh.
He might have lived if he hit the water.
I'm gonna gonna find like a tarp or a blanket to like put over the body. Congratulations, dude.
This is how the Hunger Games started, isn't it? Like this is some dark shit.
This is horrible.
Yeah, this is pretty bad.
Were you were rooting for the king? I know
We
you
didn't
tried to
think this
stop
through.
Illic from killing him.
Huh?
No, you tried to stop Illic from killing him initially, so I'm sorry that your friend can
No,
call
I
the
just
19%. Oh,
Did you see
oh,
how he
oh,
hit his head?
oh.
Oh
For
my
a second, for a
So
second
let's
there, I thought you had emotions. Sorry.
try to help the balloon
What?
get down.
Hey!
Maybe we get the coronation started. We can get this back on track.
Yeah, so we'll fast forward here. Eventually, Illig lets out some of the swamp gas. There's kind of a device up there that lets some of the air out.
A zipper?
And it's not a zipper, but it's, could be a good addition to a future one. So he returns back down to the roar and applause of the crowd, and they almost immediately go into like kind of a mini coronation type of thing where they just like kind of grab the lily crown from the previous king and put it on his hat, and everyone goes speech, 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 and he says, you're too kind, too kind. Thank you for coming out to my victory here over. Get his head, throw it on a stake, put it with the others. It is our customs, after all. I hope to be a good and honorable king for you, and one that looks out for your best interests, my friends. And you can see he kind of gazes up and he looks at that thing that's like dangling on the clothesline, and he says, I make it a promise to you all right here, right now, that we will be in Bavlorna's good graces for as long as I reign, and I plan on doing that by first. Tomorrow we will start things off with a good old-fashioned execution. Right? Yes! We'll get rid of Bavlorda's enemy that the previous king didn't have the guts to take care of. And he points at the little cell block where the one bullywug that did try to make off with one of the balloons and help Sir Taliver escape to get some help against the hags. She's being held, and he's making a declaration here and now that her life is going to be served up as appeasement to the hag. And so,
Hey, Lim.
Yeah.
Maybe this isn't a game.
Yes. This went south really
Oops.
fast.
Yeah, I don't.
all the big change in colors and the physical environment like goes sour like almost right away. Like it's just like a light switch.
Well, I mean, 8 hours is like a decent amount of time to rain, so it's almost nighttime. So like, hopefully, maybe.
So we'll take care of this guy tomorrow.
Yeah, before the execution, anything could happen.
Yeah.
We
Someone
know
might
who the
accidentally
next
fall into
usurper...
with an dagger.
Prep the balloon.
Yeah, do we know who the next usurper and group of... Maybe the guy that builds the balloons we could convince to...
No, he's tired. You give him.
He'll
get the next
he'll
one.
be sleeping.
Yeah.
He'll be like 2 kings.
I
I
figured
got
the guy
like
that
2
takes
hours
care
of
of the
sleep, and now you want me to start a revolution? Okay,
Not
I
yet,
guess we
no.
can get that going.
Poor
He
guy.
said it's a tailor, though, too. He
How
said
about the
it's
guy that-
tailor.
Nah, you gotta keep him around. He's important.
So we'll take a long rest here, and we'll pick the game back up the next day. Have several options of things you could do. You got to go check in on your stuff.
Save a lady from getting killed.
Possibly that.
In the book to Bavlorna.
We should maybe do that.
And then
I
kill
don't want to do that.
Bavlorna. What? Sorry.
And now we have so many options.
Yeah,
This place was nice for a minute.
The to-do list keeps getting bigger, not shorter. Well, thanks everybody for hanging out with us here tonight. Hope you had fun. We've got several things left to go this week. Tomorrow night we've got DM Dave running Dragonlance: Rise of the Magistrate. Tomorrow at 7. On Thursday, we're back with tragic sides to every story, and I'm going to be finishing up Doki Doki Literature Club. So come check that out on Thursday night, and then we're off Friday, and we'll be playing Community Campaign Saturday night at 7 p.m. Still need some people for that game. So if you're interested in playing some D&D, definitely come check us out in Discord and let us know you're looking for a game. We'll get you in. If you really like the channel and want to support us, you can do that via Patreon. Throw the link to that in the chat as well. Let's see if we've got some friends that we might shoot a raid over to. Let's go and let's go see someone random. We'll go and raid Perception Studio. See what they're up to. Thanks, everyone. You have a good
Bye.
evening.
Good night.